Vlog 101 Friday night, man. Reality and facts is what we speaking on. Now, because I'm speaking reality and facts, my brain works. That don't mean I'm mad at you. That's foolish as a racist. I'm not mad at nobody. I mean mad at the way you act, what you practice, but I'm not mad at you. The word of the day is humanity, right? So we not taking our anger out on innocent people. We not upset. That's a fool anyway. High blood pressure, you know how it go. You can have a stroke. We're not getting upset. We just speaking facts and reality. I had to go downtown to get assistance. Why? Because the man at the Tonawanda Building Department, Municipal Building, who is the inspectors who inspect your home, called the fire department and National Grid, said I had a fire. They removed my meter. So I have no electricity because a white man lied on me, which is racism. They won't put my meter back. They said I have to get it inspected. Why would I have to get my house inspected if it wasn't no fire? What are you inspected? And they know they came to my house and said, we know you didn't have a fire. Okay, so this is pure racism. If y'all wouldn't take my meter, make lies on me, I wouldn't be downtown. I wouldn't have to get us. I wouldn't have to go through none of this bullshit, all this weird extra shit, right? Because of some racist individuals. Now, let me break down the situation. Why is it like this? Okay, this all go to this man. Now I gotta think. Okay, why is it like this? Break down the situation. The suburbs and the ghetto was two different places. Why? Because of slavery. Slaves didn't get no land, no businesses, nothing. The slave masters got free labor, had workers. Cotton was king in America. So everything in America, the way they got their wealth was because of slavery, black people. Without black people in America, none of this wealth you see would be here. So we are the reason for that. This is why reparations is very important. You can go do an AI story. Type in to your AI, what would America be without slavery and black people? Black people was here before we was colonized. Some was brought from Africa, forced to work, gave nothing. The worst crime in the world was slavery. Now these are facts, historical facts. That's everywhere documented. Without black people, America, none of this wealth would be here. So because of black people, because of slaves, kids go to school, wealth is the suburbs is here. People live good because of us. You have a great, wonderful life because of us, our hard work. On the other side of that coin, we struggle and live a hard life because of slavery. We didn't get nothing. This is why reparations is very important. You dig? So America was made, shaped, and built off of lies, thieving, robbing, kidnap, free labor. None of this wealth was here. Nobody made it going getting a 9 to 5, an honest way of living, right? All this wealth you see, the reason why Caucasians have 2025 vehicles, big F-150 pickup trucks, all because of slavery. Businesses, kids go to college, good, food in the refrigerator, bank accounts, all this wealth came from slavery. Cotton was king in America. If you open a store 100 years ago, 100 years later, you will have a franchise, numerous stores, businesses, corporations. If you give somebody nothing 100 years ago, plus nothing equals nothing. So you will have nothing 100 years later, are the crumbs you get. And when we do get something, you come and take it and tear it down. So we're not mad at we're not mad at you. Nobody picks what color they want to be when they're born. Nobody asked to be born. So you use a fool to be mad at somebody because they're white or black or whatever the case may be. You only be mad at somebody for what they practice. You know, what is their agenda? What is their motives? What do they represent? Like, do you practice that racism? Do you practice oppressing black people? That's what you get mad at, you know? No one asks to be born, no one asks what color they want to be. But see, the difference between black people and white people, when they had slaves and was doing all this bad work, everything, all the wealth you see in America was made off of every law they wrote in the law books was practiced on black people. They kidnapped us, hung us from trees, stole, free labor, forced labor, whipped people, changed the last names, did all this, then made laws. And we're going to make it illegal for anybody else to do it. So here comes the problem. Now, I'm not knocking them. You did what you did. Okay, you made a way for your 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 children and this and your grandchildren. All right, great. Nobody was in your way when you was getting slaves and doing all that shit to build your wealth. Now, black people didn't get nothing. Slaves didn't get nothing. So their kids gonna have what? Nothing. Nothing plus nothing equals nothing. Their kids gonna have nothing. So when we go get something, please stay out my way. The enemy is the one blocking you and stopping you from succeeding. Who is in your way? That's the problem right there. Leave motherfuckers alone. Without black people, white people would not have none of this wealth they had. So the nerve you to turn around and try to take something from somebody or stop somebody from succeeding when we are the reason you live good. This is a fact. This is not no opinion. This is documented everywhere, all over worldwide news. This is why reparations is very important, yo. So black people is the bread and butter of America. You know what I'm saying? We built this shit. White people, forced labor. That's why we neck to neck, hand to hand. We just owe something. We didn't get our share. We built it together, black and white. Blacks was forced to work, free labor, but we was together. That's why we have a different type of relationship. Like some white people, it's like an abusive fucking stepfather type shit. Like yo, so look, nobody was in their way when they do what they do. America was not built off of honest living, 9 to 5, go to work, and they tell you go to work. You got your wealth from kidnapping, colonizing people, forced labor, free labor, son. That's how you got what you got. That's how y'all live good. Then you turn around and tell somebody, go get a 9 to 5, do that. Y'all didn't do that to get the wealth. That didn't produce wealth. If y'all went and did an honest living and 9 to 5 and the way it be, we'd be struggling together. We'd be no, because we wouldn't even be struggling together because without slavery, we would be we'd have excelled and succeeded. So we'd be up. So you intentionally put us in this position. And this is a fact. So without slavery, we won't be going through none of these problems. Every problem we have and all this happiness and wealth y'all see, it's from black people, son. We are the reason. They live good, eat good. Don't be the reason I'm going through problems. That's all the way wrong, son. You a mean hypocrite. Because if I was a white person, I got all this wealth from slavery and this and that, white privilege and all that. I'm not messing with no black person. This is why it's important for people to know their history. You know? We are the reason for all of this you see. This is a fact. Without slaves, without cotton, without free labor, forced labor, you wouldn't have none of this you have. You would not live the life you have. So you have to thank black people. Pay us reparations. It's very simple. And if we can't get just leave us alone. And shit, I go get my own just like the white man. It makes no sense. Like you telling me something. Don't do this, don't do that. I represent the Lord. So I'm not doing certain things the white man do. I'm not kidnapping nobody, harming people, none of that type of shit. Colonizing. I just need what a human being needs. A house, land, food. Motherfucker want to live a regular life. Like, goddamn, nigga with a T. We the reason you got all this shit for generations. We the reason your dad lives good, your granddad lives good, your kids gonna live good. I want a house, motherfucker. I want to live good. The reason I'm going through this shit is because of racism. It's not because I can't figure out 1+1. I got a learning disability. We know, nigga. It's because of racism, nigga. You just took my electricity and lied and said I had a fire, yo. What the fuck is you talking about, son? Do y'all want me to flip out? That shit don't make no sense. Racist people, they don't want peace and happiness out here. Come on with that bullshit. They invented that shit, son. Peace, happiness. Black people about love, peace, happiness, son. Nobody wants to argue, fight. We want to live, enjoy life, be happy. That is racist Caucasian men who invented all this crime, hatred, the reason you sad, all that. Think about that. It's to control you. They make the movies back in the day. They controlled the news. Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. They pumped that evil shit. Black people ain't. You put anybody in condition with nothing, they gotta survive. So they gonna resort to do things, and you intentionally do that when you can sign something. They could have been signed a bill in the '90s. Gave us money this week. I'm gonna put you in poverty, put you in the ghetto with nothing, overcrowded rooms. You're gonna be mad. It's gonna be conflict. Everybody knows that. It's the environment. You put somebody in any environment. So I go down to the RAF building. I figure something out. I said, damn, look how it's set up downtown. You got the RAF building, and behind the RAF building is the Supreme Court building, right? You got to go behind the RAF building. It's lined up exactly right in front of each other. Like the RAF building is here, the Supreme Court building right behind it. You cross the street, you got the Supreme Court building. When I go to the RAF building, that's like the ghetto. Everybody broke, need help, this, that, damn, baby's crying. It's like, yo, I'm arguing in there with the joint. Whenever I go across the street to get my land records, because I got a home, I got to get my paperwork and do all this shit. I have to sue these people. It's just sad what I got to do to go to bed. But when I go to that building, it's peaceful because this is money. We don't need no assistance. So it's like, you need assistance. Go on over there to the, it's wild. Man, food stamps, crazy people. People out their mind. You go to the building right across the street behind it. Peace, son. Do the shit on your own. So I can do it on my own. I'm like the white man. I don't have a slave mentality. I have a slave master mentality. I'm just not evil. I go get the shit on my own. The only problem is every time I get something, here come a white man to come try to stop me or take my shit. What is wrong with y'all, son? Everything y'all have is because of slavery. Black people, without black people, you wouldn't be shit. This is a fact. What would y'all be? No cotton, no slave, no free labor. What would you be without black people? And you got the nerve to be fucking with me. Nothing. You wouldn't have none of this shit you got without slavery. This is a fact. So we built this shit, America. They owe us reparations. That's all. And if you don't want to, please leave me alone, man. Damn, what the fuck? They was doing all that. Nobody was bothering these people. It's crazy though, man. But this is reality, so we gotta speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all live in a false reality. I live in a real world, son. Everything, the black man has the dominant gene. We the first people to walk the planet Earth, son. Everybody is an off shade of black. Some people just don't got the melanin in them. That's why they real light and pale. But everything comes from black. We are the source, the root, the bread and butter. Everything black. That's what it starts from. That's what it comes from. They even got the black hole in space, all type of shit. Black is everything, yo. And they told the world we wasn't nothing. Lied and said we didn't invent certain things, chopped the noses off. We built pyramids, temples, civilizations. Amazing. I told the world we ain't nothing. They three-fifths human. And lied and said people that didn't invent things really did. Took the credit for things. That's just stupid. So you trick the people. Internet came in 2000 whenever everybody got a fucking internet, a phone in their pocket with internet. Dictionaries, all type of information. So you can't lie to the people no more. They change history, put shit in the history books for a reason so they can control you and keep you stupid. Now that the internet is here, you have to correct the wrongs, or you're just gonna look like a fool because people can do the research themselves and see the truth. So that's all it is. The only really solution to that is pay people reparations, fix the problems. Back in the day, you wasn't allowed to read, learn. How you gonna tell somebody something? You couldn't. It wasn't no picture phone, no phone. It wasn't even telephones back then. So they like, yo, they could never get the information to their people. We're not gonna allow them to read, learn. We're gonna change, put shit in the history books, teach the schools lies, all that. Once the internet comes, you have to switch your plan because everybody can see that. You cannot be that ignorant and stupid. Everybody can see that now. Even the slave masters back in the day, if they knew it was gonna be internet, they would not do half. Oh shit, they gonna know we doing this. Know it's a lie. No, we don't want to be known as that. There was no internet, so if we could keep this a secret and lie to people, change the statue faces and act like we did certain things, we can trick them and control them. Once the truth comes out, people know it's over for that. You have to go change with the times and you know adjust. So the only solution is, I guess, reparations and